Hola a todos. Ups, mi cámara. Espérense un poquito, estoy pegando unos vídeos aquí antes de comenzar en la presentación y le damos. Me faltan unos vídeos que hay que pegar aquí y unos audios. Y los audios son. ¿Dónde estamos? 2.6, 2.6. Ok. Entonces, insertar audio de este archivo. Should be here, 2.6. There you are. 1 y 2. Separar audio de este archivo. 2.6. Sorry. Lo que pasa es que hice la presentación en el slides y no se pasa al PowerPoint después. Y listo. Downloads. 2.2 home life. There you are. Ahora sí, ahora sí. ¿Cómo están, chicos y chicas? Muchachos y muchachas.
Bien, gracias, profe.
Hola, profe.
¿Cómo les va?
Hola, profe.
Hola, hola. Morning. ¿Cómo les fue con la tarea? ¿Cómo les fue? ¿Bien? ¿Mal? ¿Todavía no entienden? Ya, algunas cositas que les tengo que decir. Ah, sí. De los videos, ¿ya? Hay unas cositas que hay que recordar siempre cuando estamos hablando de preferences, ¿ya? Y que están en language box. Ahí que hay que echarle un ojito, ¿ya? Recuerden que antes, cuando hay una preposición y un verbo, generalmente, por eso digo generalmente, cuando hay una preposición y un verbo, el verbo que lo sigue va con ing, ¿ya? Por eso yo digo I'm keen or I'm not keen on listening, ¿recuerdan ahí? To, tanto, to music, ¿cierto? Or I'm interested in learning, ¿ya? Entonces, cada vez que yo uso una preposición, el verbo que lo sigue va con ing. Lo mismo para los verbos de preferencia, como el I prefer, I like, I don't like, I hate, ¿ya? También está el uso de, recuerden ahí, que tienen que usar ing o to, ya, con el verbo. Puede ser un ing form o puede ser un infinitive form. Ya, es decir, yo puedo decir I like going to the movies, right? Or I like to go to the movies. Ya, cualquiera de las dos es factible. Obviamente eso es parte del language que hay que ir incorporando, ¿ya? Una de las cosas buenas también en este caso, el Flipgrid, ustedes lo notaron también, lo vieron, es que les hace al costado, ¿cierto? Ustedes cuando después ven el video, les hace, abajito, perdón, les pone los subtitles, los captions, los closed captions, ¿ya? Queda después como dubbed su video ahí, quedan como película, como serie de Netflix, ¿ya? Pero ustedes mismos pueden ir leyendo lo que dijeron, ya que eso es súper bueno, y ahí también se pueden ir dando cuenta de las cosas en las cuales puede que hayan cometido un error, ya, un mistake, y es súper bueno eso, ya, súper bueno cometer errores, ¿cierto? Para darse cuenta cuál fue el error, ya, y ahí obviamente mejorarlo la siguiente vez. Así que los invito ahí a que revisen estos mismos sus videos, ¿cierto? El closed caption de sus videos y puedan ir viendo en qué cosas pueden haberse equivocado. Ahí escuché varios listen to, que siempre va junto, los ing forms, ¿ya? Y de repente algunos usos de pasado entre medio de presente, así que ahí hay que ir viendo bien lo que dijeron. Yo en todo caso les debo todavía el feedback. Tenían también una tarea para hoy, ya que está ahí en el Classroom, por si aún no se acuerdan. Ya, échenle un ojito, lo tienen que hacer también. Es harta pega. No, es cortito ahí escribir sobre sus likes and dislikes y lo mismo. Pues entonces ahí cuando escriban también tienen que darse cuenta, revisar bien el uso de las INGs, ya el infinitive, sobre todo generalmente cuando ustedes tienen que ir haciendo, en este caso, la parte escrita. Ya recuerden que era un post de 60 a 80 palabras sobre la mejor fecha para visitar Chile o algún pueblo. Hasta ahora faltan 9 todavía que todavía no lo entregan. Van 15 que ya lo hicieron, así que thank you very much. ¿Ya? Well done there. Bien hecho ahí. Como sale en el video te lo resumo así nomás. Lo voy a hacer así. Bien hecho. Ok, vamos a empezar entonces. Let's start with this. So welcome to our third class of this week, right? In which we are starting, right? We are covering, in last class we covered the unit number 2.2. Today you're going to start 2.1 with Miss Tamara, right? And you're going to have a homework too related to the video. So it's going to be a very nice opportunity to see and to watch a video about Chile, right? About Chile from a different point of view, okay? So we, in this unit, these were our goals, right? In identifying things and people, right? In terms of grammar, you also have to identify and make use of the relative clauses, something that we were covering last class, and we focus on the first part of this kind of clauses that are the identifying, or you may also find them on the web as defining relative clauses. And we know about that because they provide us information, more information about the person, thing, or place that we are talking about. And today we're going to complement this, right, with a vocabulary activity as well related to things in your home that are called household objects. So let's recall and let's review this quite fast. Remember that we were reading about this photographer, right? Juan Kim Jung, right? A photographer, and you have our very first here relative clause. It's starting with who, right? Because it says is a photographer who travels around China and takes photos of people that are standing outside their homes with their household possessions. So we have here two two words related to relative clauses, who and that. And we learn that when we want to talk about people, we can use who and also that, right? But in the second paragraph, if you take a look there, it says the photos show the huge changes which are taking place in China. And so we're talking about, in this case, a thing, right? So that is the difference, right? And of course, if you go to the fourth paragraph, it says it is easier to take photos in places where, right? Because we're talking about the places people don't have many possessions, right? So we know now, and we review that you have to do an activity related to grammar with your partners, right? That we can use who to talk about people, which to talk about things, and where to talk about places. But also you can use that to talk about people and things, right? But remember, a clause in this case is the relative clauses are adding more information. And another thing that is important with defining relative clauses is that we cannot understand the previous sentence without this clause, right? Because we can talk about anyone, right? For example, you're talking in a group, you're in a room, right? In a classroom, let's assume, right? And you see your friend talking to a new person. So you go there. It's a room that is crowded, right? With lots of students. And you go there and you said, I don't know the girl, right? Who is talking to my friend, right? So in this case, you are identifying, right, that girl or that person, right, among the rest of the group. So you need it, right? You need, in this case, to know who this girl is, of course, or this person is, because it's the one that is giving you the information. It's just that girl, not the rest of the people, right? So if you want to know more about identifying or defining relative clauses, which are the same, let's take a look at the following video. Tell me if you can listen well. This is from the BBC Learning English podcast, right? And you can find it also on the web. Remember that this presentation is going to be in the Google Classroom in a couple of minutes after the class. Okay, so let's take a look at a few minutes of this video related to the defining relative clauses, or as we know them, identifying relative clauses. I'm going to turn my camera off so we can take a look at this video.
From bbclearningenglish.com.
Hello, welcome to 6 Minute Grammar with me, Finn.
And me, Alice. Hello.
Today we're talking about defining relative clauses.
That's right, defining relative clauses. We'll explain what they are.
We'll look at how they work.
We'll hear lots of examples.
And we'll have a quiz to practice what we've learned. So, on with the show. Let's start by looking at what relative clauses are and how we make them.
Yes. Defining relative clauses give information about a noun in a sentence or question. They define or give more information about the thing that we are talking about. And here's Catherine with our first example.
Have you seen the shoes that I bought today?
The defining relative clause is the phrase, that I bought today. And it tells us which shoes Catherine is talking about.
That's right. Catherine probably has several pairs of shoes. Adding the phrase, that I bought today, tells us exactly which shoes she means.
So let's have a closer look at the grammar of relative clauses. We start with a noun, and then we add a relative pronoun, such as who or that.
Questions. So far, so good. Constanza, Marisol.
No pudimos escuchar el video porque no se reproducía y se escuchaba súper mal.
Really? And
Se
how about
escuchaba
the rest?
bajito.
Okay, let me see if I can just put
Tenía
my...
como interferencia igual, entonces no se escuchaba.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, but can you read what is said, right? At least.
No.
Not really?
No se reprodució en el video tampoco.
Oh, okay, no worries. I'm gonna send you the link. Let me see if I can open. I'm gonna open it on in this case the web browser. Let me just go here. Let me see if you can see it right now. Oops, sorry, shouldn't be there. So let's take a look. Here you are. Good. Tell me if you can hear it first.
6 Minute Grammar. From bbclearningenglish.com.
Hello, welcome to 6 Minute Grammar with me, Finn.
And me, Alice.
Can you hear it now?
I can now, yes.
Okay. So let's continue. Let's take a look at this video again.
Hello.
Today we're talking about defining relative clauses.
That's right, defining relative clauses. We'll explain what they are.
We'll look at how they work.
We'll hear lots of examples.
And we'll have a quiz to practice what we've learned. So, on with the show. Let's start by looking at what relative clauses are and how we make them.
Yes, defining relative clauses give information about a noun in a sentence or question. They define or give more information about the thing that we are talking about. And here's Catherine with our first example.
Have you seen the shoes that I bought today?
The defining relative clause is the phrase that I bought today, and it tells us which shoes Catherine is talking about.
That's right. Catherine probably has several pairs of shoes. Adding the phrase that I bought today tells us exactly which shoes she means.
So let's have a closer look at the grammar of relative clauses. We start with a noun, and then we add a relative pronoun, such as who or that, plus a verb phrase. The relative pronoun who is for people. Catherine.
The man who owns this restaurant is my best friend.
So, the defining relative clause, who owns this restaurant, tells us exactly which man is Catherine's best friend.
The pronoun which is for things, and we use that for both people and things. Here's an example with which.
Spring is the season which I enjoy the most.
Me too. So, to give more information about a thing, the season, we add the relative pronoun which, plus the verb phrase, I enjoy the most.
Here's another example.
That woman is the doctor who saw me yesterday.
This time, the pronoun who refers to the doctor, and the doctor is the subject of the verb saw. The doctor saw Catherine.
Right. Who refers to the subject of the verb. The doctor who saw me yesterday. Now, this next example is slightly different. Listen carefully.
That woman is the doctor who I saw yesterday.
Again, who refers to the doctor. But this time, the doctor is the object of the verb saw. Catherine saw the doctor.
So, the rule is, when the pronoun refers to the subject, it's
She's the doctor who saw me yesterday.
And when the pronoun refers to the object, it's
She's the doctor who I saw yesterday.
now. Some people like to use whom instead of who in object-relative clauses.
The doctor whom I saw.
And that's fine. Whom is correct here.
although who is probably more common in spoken English these days.
You're listening
to bbclearningenglish.com.
Okay, we're going to stop there because we need to continue, right? So let's go back now to our presentation. So let's take a look. Where is it? Let me see. It should be here. Blah, blah, blah. Me acuerdo ahí el tema de Ian. Ian, I remember your song.
Really?
You
Lo
were
inventé
playing-
yo.
You were playing the guitar and your riff was very good.
Gracias.
Let's see. Oh, it's not that weak too. Sorry. There you are. Again. So let's go back now because now we have to put that into practice. Even though you have just, in this case, heard about who, that, and which, remember that where is for places. And here we have an exercise taken from the book, right? In which, of course, you will have to use the articles, right? You have to complete the article with who, which, or where. So what are we gonna see here is that we have a text, about a place in China called Tulou, right? And we are going to know about that place, but there are some missing things, right? Those missing things are these three words that could be who, which, or where, right? They were taken out of the text, so you will have to put them, in the text. It's a very common exercise in tests, right? International tests. In this case, all of them are adding extra information that is necessary for you to understand. So we're using relative clauses here again. Okay? So let's go through it without completing with who, which, or that first, and then we are going to read it again. But then, you will have to tell me what are the missing words. So first, let's read it without doing anything else, and then we have to put who, which, or where inside, right, the text. So let's go. China, living together in a circle. Deep in the mountains in the Fujian region of China, there is a large round building called Tulou. About 300 people live together. The Tulou has 4 floors, 4 staircases, and over 200 rooms. Step inside and you will hear people are calling you to stop for a tea. In the middle is the hall. People pray. On the first floor, there are kitchens. People prepare food and cook. And there are also areas people can cook outside. The children live here, play in the long hall, and their bedrooms are on the third and fourth floors. There are animals live here too. So the Tulou is certainly a lively place. The Tulou is in the photo is one of several Tulous in this part of China. So you got it. Now let's try it all together, but in this case we will need to put the in this case we will need to put the missing words that are of course at the top of the reading. So let's go all together and give it a try in this case. So let's start reading again. And it says, deep in the mountains of the Fujian region in China, there is a large round building called a Tulou. So what do we have to put there?
Where?
Excellent. Where about 300 people live together. We're talking about a place. The Tulou has 4 floors, 4 staircases, and over 200 rooms. Step inside and you will hear people who, very good, because we're talking about people who are calling you to stop for tea. In the middle is the hall.
Where?
Where people pray. Pray, rezar, orar. And on the first floor, there are kitchens. There are kitchens.
Where?
Excellent. Very good. It's where. Yeah. People prepare food and cook. It's the place. The place is the kitchen, right? Yeah. Then there are also areas. There are also areas
Where?
where people can cook outside. The children. Then it says the children. Who, very good. The children who lived here play in the long hall and their bedrooms are on the third and fourth floor. There are animals.
Which?
Yes. Unluckily for the English language learners and also the English speaking countries, animals are things. Unluckily, right? Shame on them. Then it says, so there are animals which live here too. So the Tullow is certainly a lively place. The Tullow. So finally, the Tullow. Who, which, where?
Which?
Very good. Which is in the photo is one of several Tullows in this part. So if you want to see, very good, very good, well done. So remember that who, people, which, things, where, places. And inside this, remember that we can also replace who or which with that, okay? But it is better for you to start using the, who for people, which for things, even though when you talk, you generally use that for most of them, okay? So if you want to know more about to low, let's take a look at this video. It's a very short video, it's just 1 minute, but it's a good opportunity for you to take a look inside this to low. They appear in Mulan, the movie, right? The one from Disney. If you have Disney Plus or your favorite torrent site, right, you can get into and know more about these to lows in that movie, right? It's supposed to be the movie, the place where Mulan used to live. So let's take a look. Quite interesting. This is a touristic place and people used to live there. People are still living there, so that's why it's a very, very interesting place to go and visit. Of course, to visit it after the end of the COVID-19 in this case. So let's continue. And of course, I put here in the presentation uh, um, a 7-minute video about, again, in this case, Tullow, so you can go and watch it after you have the presentation. It shows you more information about how people live inside Tullow. It's a very nice video if you want to see it. It's here. It says extra, no more about Tullow, these huge buildings, right, and that are in this particular form of a circle. But we have to keep on moving. And now it is time for us to practice. So what are we going to do? We're going to do our first quizzes of today. No, it's the only one. we're going to do a quizzes, and remember, you can play it on your cell phones. So if you want to go to this quiz, you can go to joinmyquiz.com, and here I'm going to show you right the screen so you can take notes of the code and join. Remember, joinmyquiz.com. Just gonna start showing you the screen. So remember, to get into, you have to go to joinmyquiz.com and enter the class code. In this case is 722601. So let's take a look. Good. So Ian is there. Let's wait for the rest. Good. So we have 2, Marco, Marisol, very good. Great. Remember that you're going to have all the information in your screens, and the faster you answer the right questions, the more points you're going to get. So you have to be very fast, but also accurate.
Profesor,
Yes.
Sofía me dijo si le podía decir que tenía muchos problemas con conexión, por si no la veía aquí
Okay.
presente.
No
Sofía
need to
Pardo.
worry. Yeah, tell her that take a look at the recording later, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. So 10 out of 18. Remember, joinmyquiz.com. And you have to enter the class code 722601. So we're going to wait for at least 2 more so we can start playing and put it into practice your knowledge about the defining relative clauses. Okay? So just 12. Let's begin. Remember that you can also enter once we're playing, joinmyquiz.com with the class code. Let's go. Very good, Ignacio. You at the top. Ooh, be careful there. Be careful. So watch out. Good, very good. How about the accuracy of this? 70%, Tim. Going up. Very good. Remember, who, which can be replaced by that. Where for places. Come on, Francisca. Come on, Ivan. You can do it. as fast as you can. Mr. Olmedo is almost finishing. He's at the top. But you can still win if you are faster than him. Alan is in second place. Constanza is coming to the top. Come on, Francisca. Come on, David. Mr. Olmedo, watch out. Watch out. Constanza is coming for you. Ooh, Alan and Mr. Olmedo. Mr. Olmedo is at the end, so 18,000 points. Very good. Still at the top. But, ooh, people are moving.
I threw at the end. I started answering wrong.
Yeah. Let's see if someone can reach the top. Or you continue being the leader of this competition. So who already finished? Alan, you couldn't make it. Sophia is now in third place. Come on, Ivan. Come on, Francisca. You can do it. So we're going to wait for you. Hurry up. You can do it. Mr. Olmedo is at the top. Congratulations. Let's see if someone from here can go up in the table. Hold on, David. Ian now it's in 12th position. David, come on, you can do it. Ivan, Francisca, come on. We are waiting for you. Come on, Marisol. Come on, David, you can do it. The last one. Good, Ivan, good. Francisca, we are cheering you up. You can do it. Good, David. Well done. Come on, Ivan. Come on, Francisca. Good. Well done, Ivan. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, last two, last three for Francisca. Come on, very good, Ivan. Yay! Last two, last two. Oh, Valeria. Sorry about that, Valeria. It was Francisca. You can do it. Yes. Ooh, come on. Yay. So finally. Yes. Well done. Finally, you've made it. 81% accuracy. Very good. Very good. Well done. You should be in the 90s, but it's a good position. Congrats, guys. Very good. Excellent. So you made it. Very good. Well done. So, congrats for this. You made an excellent job here in these quizzes. And now we are going to do our very first breakup room, okay? So, let me show you what do you have to do. So let's take a look at the presentation again, because now you will have to work with the relative clauses, but also you will need to speak. Okay, so we are going to do a speaking practice game about the relative clauses. And how are we going to do this? Let's take a look at the presentation, because here you are the way in which you are going to work with this. So it's a group work. So I'm going to put you in breakup rooms with your classmates. You will have to create a 6 words list, right? That could be, for example, a person, a thing, or a place, right? You will have to describe one word on your list using a relative clause for the other students in the group to guess how is going to work this thing, right? You have an example here, right? So you're going to say, for example, okay, I decided that in my list there is going to be a person. That person is Richard Branson, but shh, don't tell. Remember that you just have to write. And then you said to your classmates, it's a businessman who, or that, right, founded the Virgin Group. Virgin, like the cell phone cards, right? That's why he's the owner, Richard Branson. He has Virgin Mobile, Virgin Galactic, Virgin Trains, lots of Virgin companies, right? All his companies are called Virgin, right? So in this case, your classmate has to guess, who is he talking about? So remember, it's a businessman who founded the Virgin Group. And you said, okay, it's Richard Branson, right? You can also talk about a thing. You can also talk about a place, right? But the idea is that you said using a relative clause, remember, use a relative clause, and your classmates must guess who or what are you talking about, or which place you are talking about. Okay, so it could be, remember to take notes of 6 words. Could be the name of a person, I don't know, Alexis Sanchez. Could be an anime, I don't know, a group, a band, right, etc. So you decide. Okay, and you're going to work in teams for that, right? And well, that's the idea. You're gonna have 10 minutes 10 minutes to work with your classmates. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it like 10 to 15, but in 10 minutes I'm going to tell you, right, that we are going back in a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes. Okay, so give it a try. Have you made your 6 words list? Are you ready? Because now I'm going to start the breakup room. So hope to see you in 10 minutes. Okay, let's see, this is going to take a bit, but rooms are opening, so get inside. So see you in 10.
¿Qué pasa, gente?
Hola.
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 Ya, entonces hay que poner cosas, hay que ponerse güey.
Sí. Sí, palabras y hacerla como en una oración. Se supone que la tenemos que hacer como para que los demás adivinen, ¿o no? O sea...
Sí, algo así.
Le poní... Sí, po.
No sé qué palabra usaron. Tuve todo el rato pensando...
Puede ser palabra, persona o lugar, pues no sé. Bueno.
Sí, pues.
Sí.
¿Qué pasa si pongo a alguien famoso y nadie lo conoce? ¿Me suicido?
No es famoso.
Ya no es famoso.
No sé.
Tienes razón.
A ver, yo tengo una.
A ver, diga. Diga.
The person is a singer who make dresses very weird. Make very weird dresses.
Lady Gaga.
Sí. ¿Viste? Ahí está. Uno.
Wow.
¿Y juegos se pueden poner o no?
Sí, pues ya que estamos entre
si la
juegos.
gente cacha.
O sea, sí, pues si los de grupo cachan, entonces sí.
Pongamos Minecraft y listo.
Está bien. It's a game that...
It's a game where you mine blocks and you have to make a portal to the inferno.
¿Qué sería Witch? Porque estamos refiriéndonos a un juego, ¿no?
O sea, podría ser los dos, pues, porque está ahí. ¿Cómo se llama?
En un lugar hipotético.
Sí, pues, porque está ahí hablando de lo que puedes hacer ahí. Pues. Cuando también están en un juego es como eso. O sea, un juego donde estás en primera persona y le tenés que disparar a bichos del inframundo.
Y son todos bloques.
Son todos bloques.
Pero tenemos que hacer una oración cada uno.
Son 6, po. Son 6 palabras para que las personas lo adivinen. Por ejemplo, el mío ya lo adivinaron.
Ya. Entonces, ¿la oración tiene que tener 6 palabras o flaché? ¿O son 6 palabras las que tenemos que escoger?
Sí, pues 6 palabras.
Qué paja. No
a ver, ya, por ejemplo, this is an object which you can use to cut paper.
¿Corchetera? No sé qué.
To cut paper.
Ah, tijera.
Ah, ya, muy bien.
Y una serie, ¿no? Una comedia.
Pero
así.
lo que tú quieras, po.
Es que tiene que saberla todo el mundo igual.
Antes de que alguien lo sepa.
Sí, pues si fuera por mí, pondría puros músicos de metal y nadie los va a callar. Entonces,
sí, pues, pero
los venega.
El profe dijo persona, lugar,
casado
cosa,
con hijos.
Lo que tú queráis, pero que sea conocido. Po.
Renca Juniors.
Guachipato. No, comida es como más raro.
Es que comida es muy subjetivo.
Sí. Porque si es como...
De repente decís poner la comida más rica del mundo, la gente no te dice completo, pues bueno.
No, pero pone que tiene salchicha, palta,
pero
tomate.
¿Cómo lo escribirías para que alguien lo
y lo peor es que describe en 6 palabras. En 6 palabras.
Oh, it's
a bread that have sausage and tomato and palta.
Avocado.
Avocado.
Se dice sausage.
No, no es sausage, Julia.
Sí,
Es sausage.
sí, se dice así.
Sausage. Chile, ¿cómo se va a decir sausage? Mira, busquen sausage y le ponen. Es
Así se
sausage.
dice, loco.
Es sausage. Nah, chula.
¿Viste o no? Sausage, salchicha.
Loco, busquen. Ay, busquen para que diga el bot la wea. Dice sausage.
Sausage. Cosa rara,
Nah, chula. Mira, aquí sale. Así lo dice el bot. Esta palabra rara. Sausage equals sausage.
What the
Así dice,
fuck?
po. O sea, así se dice. Nah, yo estaba diciendo de cómo se. Nah, chópalo. Sí, por la pronunciación. Yo decía, ¿cómo se dice sausage, Julián?
Sausage, sí, pues sí se dice.
Sí, pues. A ver. It's a group of food in which that is very healthy.
Vegetales.
Muy bien. Vegetables.
Los porotos. Con rienda.
Por eso, pues le poní it's a food that is very typical in Chile. It's a type of food that is very typical in Chile.
It's a object.
Pero pueden poner cualquier cosa, pues pueden poner empanada.
Pero
pueden
ahí
poner...
la cosa adivinar, pues si estamos adivinando también, pues, poní cazuela, poroto, sí.
Algo facilito, algo de que la gente piense al tiro eso. Ya sé algo. It's a object which you use to open doors.
Key.
Sí. Ahí lo tenemos, ¿no?
La llave.
Lo que no sé es que si todos teníamos que hacer 6 o entre todos tenemos que hacer 6.
No, en el grupo.
Entonces teníamos Lady Gaga, Scissor y vegetales. Po. Sausage.
Supongo que uno va a tener que decir todo o vamos a tener que ir preguntando, hablando cada uno del grupo.
Seguramente el profe nos vaya preguntando a nosotros en general, así como ya el grupo, tanto el grupo de Nachin, ¿en qué pusieron? Y al que le pregunte lo va a tener que decir. Pues. ¿Cuál le faltaban? El sausage, ¿o no? ¿Habían dicho, porque también habíamos dicho eso, ¿no? No habíamos dicho completo. Sí.
También del Minecraft.
A ver.
Ya el Minecraft, pongamos Minecraft.
Importante.
Yo puse Lady Gaga en el mío, pero... ya da lo mismo. Sí, es que Lady Gaga igual es conocida, o sea, es conocida también por las canciones y porque hace vestidos raros. Entonces es como bien icónica. Cuando es el vestido de carne. Completo. Is a type of food which era para persona y para objeto.
Who era para persona. Objetos o animales.
Entonces, por ejemplo, el completo. Then is a type of food which consists in or which have con in a large bread, avocado. Sausaje. Efectivamente.
Ayer me comí un completo, estaba bueno.
Qué rico.
Returning to the main room. So how was it? How were you? Can you guess what your classmates said? Were you able to do the activity?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me one so I can guess. Let me see if I can guess at least one. Give it a try. Who can tell me one?
Profe.
Okay.
Yo.
Ignacio.
With my group, we did this. It's a type of food which consists in a large bread, avocado, cute tomatoes, mayo, and a sausage. Yes.
That's a Chilean.
Completo.
A completo.
Right, it's a Chilean hot dog with avocado, right? Tons of
We had
avocado.
the same one.
Very good, very good. Any other? Bien, Ignacio, well done. Very good.
We could have done sopaipillas too, but I just realized that
Stop
exists.
it. I'm hungry right now. Good. Any other option? Who wants to try it? Nobody? Nobody else? Okay, no need to worry. Let's continue now. So, in the second part of this class, right, we have been covering now what we already know about the defining relative clauses or identifying relative clauses now, and you made an activity, a speaking activity, in which you have to try yourself, right, and guess who are you talking or what are you talking about or which place you're talking about. But now we're going to focus in vocabulary and listening. About what? About household objects. So that means things that you can find at home, right? In your house, depending, of course, in the place in which they are, right? So first of all, we're going to do the following listening activity. We're going to listen to 3 people talking about staying at someone else's home, I mean, or it says here living away from home. You will have to match situations 1 to 3 to situations A to C. Okay, what are those? A, it says, is living in a student accommodation. That means in a different place, right? The next one says is doing house swap with a family in the US, right? That means it's changing, right, houses. And finally, it says is house sitting for a friend. That means that person is not at his house and he is or she is at his friend's house. So let's see first if you can listen. If you can listen well, just tell me if you can.
Profesor.
Yes, David.
Se podría mutear cuando empieza el audio, es que se le escucha eco.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Sí.
I'm gonna try. Let's see if you can hear. I'm gonna put mute here.
Audio 2.6. 1.
Can you hear with my microphone muted? Can you?
Sí, ahora se escucha mejor.
Sí, se escucha, se escucha bien.
Tell me if you cannot hear, okay? I'm gonna mute my microphone. So let's see. And also turn my camera off.
Audio 2.6. 1.
The house where we're staying is huge. I suppose they always say things are much bigger in the States, don't they? They have some beautiful things. I love all the candles in the bathroom and the soft white towels. Oh, and the Egyptian cotton sheets on the bed are wonderful. It's a really lovely place, but I'm still missing certain things from home, such as my own bed and even my duvet. Also, one thing which I don't like, they don't have a proper cooker, just a microwave oven. Hard to believe in such a big place, and a bit disappointing for me, as I love cooking.
Profe, no se escucha. I don't listen to anything.
Okay, so I'm going to put it again with my microphone on. So sorry, you're gonna listen. You're going to listen again. So give it a try.
Audio 2.6. 1.
The house where we're staying is huge. I suppose they always say things are much bigger in the States, don't they? They have some beautiful things. I love all the candles in the bathroom and the soft white towels. Oh, and the Egyptian cotton sheets on the bed are wonderful. It's a really lovely place, but I'm still missing certain things from home, such as my own bed and even my duvet. Also, one thing which I don't like, they don't have a proper cooker, just a microwave oven. Hard to believe in such a big place, and a bit disappointing for me, as I love cooking. Another thing which surprises me is that they don't have any mirrors. Very strange.
2.
I'm staying
at my friend's flat for a couple of months,
looking
after it while he's away. It's really modern and I absolutely love the bathroom. The wash basin looks like a sheet of paper, and at first I couldn't even work the taps. There are no carpets, just white rugs everywhere. I don't really like them because I'm so worried about spilling something, especially as I can't find his cleaning stuff. Not even a cloth or a dustpan and brush. It's my first experience of house sitting, and I'm finding it quite hard to relax. My friend doesn't have much stuff at all, but I'm the opposite. I have loads of stuff, and I miss all my things. Also, there's nowhere to put my clothes. No wardrobe or chest of drawers in the bedroom. I'm quite surprised about that.
3.
I'm enjoying living with friends, and the room here is okay. I mean, it has all the basics, you know, a bed, a desk, bookshelves, and a wash basin. But I honestly can't believe how much I'm missing home. I really hate not having my own washing machine, dishwasher, and fridge. I also miss our big, comfortable sofa and satellite TV with all the channels. It's surprising because I never usually think about these things, but now I can't wait to go home for Christmas.
So, how about speaker one? Speaker one was talking about which situation? A, B,
No, B.
B, right? Yes. She also mentions that huge house of a family, right? So she said that. And yeah, very good. So the first one, number one, is B. How about number two, speaker two? She was talking about which situation?
She was house sitting.
Yes, she was house sitting because she was in a house, in an apartment, right? At his friend's apartment. Very good. So finally, the speaker number three
Living
is
student.
right, living in a student accommodation, right? Which without or the affordances that you can find in a common house like cable, or in this case satellite TV, right? And many other things that make your life even more comfortable when you are at home. That means it's like living in what we call in Chile una pensión, ¿cierto? That's right. So in this case, he has the basic, but not everything, right? So when they were talking, right, they said a couple of things, and I'm going to show you which things they were talking about. They were talking about these things. Look, lots of things related to objects that you can find in a house, right? So from that list of words that you have there, right, which ones you don't know? Are there any words that you don't know there?
No.
Not really?
No.
Okay. So what is a rug? In B. What is a rug?
A rug.
Yep.
Alfombra o algo así.
Yes, alfombra o tapete, right? Los que se ponen abajito de la cama, o también se pueden poner ahí en el living room, right? It's similar to a carpet, right? Same thing. Very good.
Who belongs to though?
Sorry?
I don't remember the audio, so I don't remember which category it goes to. I only know the student one.
Okay, okay. No need to worry because we're just taking a look at some words. So
Okay.
we haven't heard again. We haven't heard this again. So we cannot say which speaker, right, talks about any of those categories because that is our task now. Okay? So in this case, we're going to listen again. But now you will have to match speakers 1, 2, 3, right? To the things that they talk about. So for example, you're going to see, and the idea is that you decide which speaker, right, loves the candles, towels, and sheets, which speaker dislikes white rugs, which speaker is disappointed because there is only a microwave oven, which speaker misses their sofa and satellite TV, which speaker couldn't wear the tops, and F, which speaker hates not having their own washing machine, dishwasher, and fridge, refrigerator, right? So we're going to
Profe,
listen to this again. Sorry, sir, tell me.
Descubrimos por qué alguna gente no podía escuchar. Era que no habían cachado que el audio uno lo podía editar ahí por su propia cuenta y ponerle volumen.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Y cuando usted está desmuteado se escuchaba como, no sé si tenga así como de estos auriculares que tienen como el micrófono cerca del cable, eso se escuchaba mucho, era como raro. Entonces eso, bueno, ojalá la gente que no lo puede escuchar vea eso, lo del audio, porque ahí sale también para mover el audio ahí y ponerle eso.
Good, thank you. So I'm going to try to mute myself again so I cannot disturb you, right? But tell me if you can listen without my mic on, okay? So I'm just going to mute myself.
Audio 2.6. 1.
Were you be able to listen? Were you able to listen with my mic off?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to mute myself again. And remember, which speaker, right? So let's go.
Audio 2.6. 1.
The house where we're staying is huge. I suppose they always say things are much bigger in the States, don't they? They have some beautiful things. I love all the candles in the bathroom and the soft white towels. Oh, and the Egyptian cotton sheets on the bed are wonderful. It's a really lovely place, but I'm still missing certain things from home, such as my own bed and even my duvet. Also, one thing which I don't like, they don't have a proper cooker, just a microwave oven. Hard to believe in such a big place, and a bit disappointing for me, as I love cooking. Another thing which surprises me is that they don't have any mirrors. Very strange.
So, in this case, speaker 1 was talking about...
It will be A and C.
La C.
Yeah,
Sí.
Very good. A and C. Perfect. Let's continue.
2.
I'm staying at my friend's flat for a couple of months, looking after it while he's away. It's really modern and I absolutely love the bathroom. The wash basin looks like a sheet of paper, and at first I couldn't even work the taps. There are no carpets, just white rugs everywhere. I don't really like them because I'm so worried about spilling something, especially as I can't find his cleaning stuff, not even a cloth or a dustpan and brush. It's my first experience of house sitting, and I'm finding it quite hard to relax. My friend doesn't have much stuff at all, but I'm the opposite. I have loads of stuff, and I miss all my things. Also, there's nowhere to put my clothes. No wardrobe or chest of drawers in the bedroom. I'm quite surprised about that.
So the second one?
The B.
B and?
E.
E, excellent. Very good. So it's B and E. So that's why the rest, the last one, we know that it's for F and also for D, okay? So very, very good. So this part, now it's going to be your homework. So you will have to try to tell here which is the odd one, right? Also, you will have to put the categories, right? The words from here, right? From the odd ones. You have a list of different things here. You will have to put them in different categories, right? In these groups, things that you put in a bed, things that you light, etc., etc., etc. This is a video in which you're going to, of course, listen to more vocabulary related to things at home, right? Furniture and rooms around your house. And, well, last but not least, you're going to have to do this. Try to use this tool, which is called Quizlet, in which you're going to see the following. Let me show you what you can do with Quizlet. It's a good tool for you to practice vocabulary because you can do flashcards online. right? And it's great because it can also help you, right, to prepare to study on your own. Okay, so let me show you how it looks, right, on screen. It's here, you'll see. So with this, for example, you have these flashcards, are tons of flashcards. This is just number 5. There are 81 flashcards, right? And the idea is that you go through them. For example, it says in Spanish, el basurero. If you click over, it's a trash can, right? Marco de fotos, picture frame. And you can continue, right, on your own, or you can create your own list of words, right? Then, if you go to learn, right, you can practice here in this same, in this case, this same website. So you click here, got it, and of course, you can select the ones that you think are the right ones. So for example, I put here la toalla, and oh, sorry, it is not, right? So once you're already there, you can go back and then write. You can also play this one that's called spell, or you can even play with different things here. So it's a very nice tool if you want to learn how to work with vocabulary words. So you're going to find the class presentation, our today's class presentation, on the classroom. Remember to do the last activities that you have there. Go to the Quizlet and practice. And of course, I'm going to upload also the workbook for that specific unit, which is unit 2.2. Okay? So now you're going to have classes with Miss Tamara, I think, in like 10 more minutes. So I'm leaving you, I'm giving you time for you to go for a cup of coffee and then continue working with her. So, okay, class, that it's all for today. I'm going to stop the recording here. And I hope you have an excellent weekend. Nice to see you again. And of course, see you next class, okay? See you around. You have a very nice weekend. See
Have
you.
a nice weekend too.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. See you. Bye bye.